And one of the stats that jumped out at me in terms of the apprenticeship, and don't worry, people will go into that piece of work separately, was there was a stat of like over 50% of the apprentices knew somebody who had committed suicide.
Well, it was actually, yeah.
Sorry, yes, please correct me.
It was actually past 60%, but that, yeah, it was a significant number of people.
It's staggering when you think that they are coming to the workplace or life of work with that sort of, rusted on sort of knowledge of their mates and their friends or their acquaintances. It just hit me like, I just said, what is, so it just gets to your point in terms of how prevalent it is in terms of out in society.
But I think in some ways, and I've made the mistake, and that suicide is like a big lake with calm water, and you put a rock in the middle, and it ripples out, and it affects such a broad. It's a really good analogy saying that it actually affects. It might be one event, but it affects so broadly, and so many people are affected by it. I'm careful with that analogy because people who have lost to suicide saying it's not a ripple effect, it's an tsunami. Yeah. It is something that takes everything you know and turns it upside down, and make you question things, because it's a bereavement that causes you to ask so many what ifs and if only and those kind of questions. So it's a very insidious way of losing someone close to you. But I think really what it highlights is the number of people who are exposed to suicide in our industry means that each suicide affects many, many people. And it means that when we talk about suicide with our industry, we don't talk about this as some sort of academic piece of research. We actually talk about this as something we have felt in our body. And this is why, again, when I come back to the industry, that's why we can get the unions and the employers together about this, because we felt it.